You have now seen the most basic and important things you can do in the terminal. You can navigate between different folders, you can create and modify folders and files. With Nano, you get a complete text editor without leaving the terminal, and you can start to do some automation with Bash scripts. In this new section, we are going to look at permissions and what you are allowed to do with the user you have created, so the user head here. You will see how to run a command with admin privilege, how to see what are the permissions for a file, and how to change those permissions. And let's get started. So we are back here to our home directory /home/head. In this directory, well, if you are the user head in the /home/head directory, well, you are kind of the king of that directory. You do whatever you want. Okay, you have seen before we can create, remove files, edit files, execute files, whatever we want. Now let's go to cd, so cd/. We're going to another folder which is not in our home directory, which is starting from the root file system. So let's go to etc, where you have some configuration files, and let's go to apt, okay? So ls, you can see here, so I'm going to come back to apt later in this course, but this is where you can have, for example, a file with sources.list, which contains the list of different sources so you can update your packages. But for now, let's forget about this and let's just focus on what we can and what we can't do with the files and folders here. So let's say I want to print what's inside this. I can do cat sources.list. Okay, great. I can see what's inside the file. So we have a bunch of lines here, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to worry about this. I can also do less sources.list to just go through the file. No problem. Now let's do clear. Now let's say I want to move the file, move sources.list. I want to move, I'll just rename it to ABC. I press enter and you can see cannot move because permission denied. Oh, so that's different from what we could do in our home directory, okay? In our home directory, this would not have been a problem. In the /etc/apt, we can't do that. Let's try a few more things. Let's say I want to copy and I want to create a new file. So first, if I do touch test, well, I can't create a file. If I do cp sources.list in, let's say, test, well, I can't because I can't create files, so I can't copy a file to a new one. If I do, let's say, echo hello, and I want to add some text to sources.list, well, permission denied once more. And finally, if I do nano, well, I can open in nano because, well, I could read the file. But you can see file is unwritable. So let's say I modify the file and add some random text here. And now if I do Ctrl S for saving, you can see permission denied. So what I can do now is Ctrl X and, well, I have to say no. Do you want to modify? No, because I can't. So from the experimentation here, you can see that it seems that when we are in a folder which is from the root and which is not in the /home/our user, well, we can read some files, but we can't create files, we can't modify the files, okay? So this is the experimentation, and later we are going to see exactly why and how to fix that if you really want to modify a file, for example, the sources.list.